Hopefully that's an ace high hand, but it doesn't feel like it. Cold call feels like big pairs a lot. Jacks, queens, aces, obviously, but doesn't feel like I'm doing very well with sixes. Oh, shit. All right. Oh, shit. Like really long. It's really long. But those vaulted ceilings, I'm 6'3", and I've gone head to ceiling like, I don't know, like 25 times or something, like some huge number. Like basically every single time I have to fix the computer, I like, at this point I've been conditioned to like duck and crawl out and like crawl, you know, like do one of these, you know, as I move like, I don't know, 5 feet or 4 feet. Like I need to feel super safe. And it's like this anxiety that I feel that I'm going to smash my head again. I've done it a lot. You know, I have problems with the internet, like hit my head like every time. It's brutal. So yeah. So the wife is lighting up the room. So she's, you know, we're starting with white and we'll see what happens after that. But she worked last night. She worked yesterday, so she couldn't finish it. She started on Friday. I worked Friday. She did it on Friday night. And then she worked Saturday. She worked a 12-hour shift. She's a nurse. And today's Sunday, so. Gonna probe. I don't hate checking here either, but. That counterfeits most of, not all, but certainly most of this range. It's a pretty cool spot to check jam, like the I mean, it feels like I'm gonna lose to this bet now. But this hand is nowhere close to a fold, so yeah. That was like a huge disaster by my opponent. That was a huge disaster by that player. What a fucking disaster. What a disaster. Gonna use a number of different bet sizes here. This is one of them. So, gonna check call. Gonna double float. Oops. So this sucks because it feels like I'm getting milked given the way this player plays the stronger parts of the range, but this hand just calls 3 streets again, so yeah. The player's just not winning the max, but that's okay. Yeah, that sucks. Kind of wanted to bet fold. And obviously it would have been good if I had the discipline to do it, but it felt like that range was going to be too strong. But that hand doesn't really fold. So that's, you know, it's kind of like an X blow. I called. So, oops. Sad face. I can't donk. I just automatically lose. So fucking annoying. What a shit river. That's annoying. I was calling. Our detail may have saved you. It's actually pretty unlikely that it saved me once he bets the river. Right? It's pretty unlikely. Like you can put that in the context of like once he actually bets 60K, he's probably not betting queen high. Like I can still double float ace highs on the turn, right? Like obviously. Like why can't I double float like ace king or ace queen myself? So the probability that like, you know, if you have king or queen high, like you're not bluffing. Like what are you doing with king or queen high, right? I think it's a button I'm supposed to be double floating the turn here. It's close though. I'm not going to re-enter this because I have 20 bigs. But I'm going to call this. And Jeej. I'm not re-entering with 20. Sucks. Open ace jack, 30 bigs. Get 3-bet. I'm definitely not folding. It's just whether I'm supposed to be shoving this spot or calling. Feels like everybody wants to call, and then it feels like I'm supposed to jam every time I check. Yeah, that sucks. Jeej. Jeej. All right, I ran to the 10K. I already know I'm going to get asked at some point. Does this guy have his own action today? Yeah, I have my own action. Just me. I didn't sell anything. Didn't feel like it. Too lazy. Oh, fucking hate 10Ks. Never cash. Gonna call here versus 3-bet. Pretty standard, I think, with stack depth. Check back flop. Bet turn quite small. Gonna bet the river. Got snapped by ace queen with a diamond. Pretty standard from my opponent. It's a bad turn. I expect him to jam a lot. I'm going to call. I'm not like jumping up and down about it. Obviously, he's got a 100% weight on ace king for shoving. Ace high flushes, same thing. But there are bluffs. He'll find them. Yeah, it sucks. Perf King, I heard about a new solver where you can get the answers instantly. Do I know something about it and do I use it? Well, I don't use it, but if I did use it, I'd be a fucking idiot for telling 1,000 people because it's cheating. And as far as rumors that something like that exists, there have always been rumors something like that exists. It's always been the case that people talk about something like that exists. There have been dream solvers since I started playing. Like when I was coming up, everybody was like, Caxton's cheating, like yada yada yada. And like I don't think he did cheat ever, but like that's what people say. And it's just like there's always gonna be somebody who's like whoever's winning the most, they're just like, oh, that guy's got a solver, man. That guy's got a dream solver. Saw people talking about the other day about Connor, and I'm like, dude, Connor couldn't fucking show you how a solver works. I'm being serious. Like, fuck off. I wish that kid used solvers more. But does something like that exist? Probably. But do I have any insights into it? None whatsoever. But The idea that it's gonna like instantaneously, I mean, like you could build like some huge compilation of like answers from other spots, but it can't solve. Not for this, like not for like multi-way tournament spots, like solve the spots. I mean, like I kind of doubt it. I more than kind of doubt it. I fucking seriously doubt it. Like 8-handed, on the fly, build solutions. Don't think so. But it could have like stored solutions that it's spitting out. That might be, that's plausible. And then like if you spent enough time on it, you could just like, you could solve huge chunks of the game and have something spit out answers, but it's gonna be like really imprecise still. There's no like real-time GTO solver for like 8-handed play. It doesn't happen, it doesn't exist, it's bullshit. It's a lie. It was Carnegie Mellon and Facebook that built it. What you guys are talking about. But I'm not going to get into a discussion about it. It doesn't exist, and I'm not worried about it. I'm going to fold this versus 3-bet, which I think is pretty standard. Going to flat. Gonna flat again. I changed my mind. That's fine. Shit happens. I think it's close. I mean, on the turn I'm supposed to mix jump shove there. I'm not sure I'm mixing enough, so I shoved. Felt like his range was a little bit strong, but I don't feel like it was so strong that I shouldn't shove, so. Hey, we're back. Amazing. Good luck, David. Good luck today, brother. Today we're getting beat up, so if it's a little bit of a, if it feels that way, like if it feels like my tone and stuff, I mean, like we are getting our shit pushed in, like we're getting messed up today. So today's not one of those like jump up and down, super thrilled days. We can still spin in the bullets we've got left for sure, but. Oh, fuck me. Gonna re-steal here in the 10K. Again, this is the second bullet. Hopefully that's an ace high hand, but it doesn't feel like it. Cold call feels like big pairs a lot. Jacks, queens, aces, obviously, but doesn't feel like I'm doing very well with sixes. Oh, shit. All right. Oh, shit. Back in it. Back in it. Completing small blind here, pretty standard. I limped in, stabbed the flop, checked the turn, which feels right. Checking here as well. Actually, I'm going to underbet the river. Limp in, get ISO'd. Going to call with the ace-6. Gonna check twice. I don't mind betting though. Hey YouTube, what's going on? Parker and I have just uploaded a brand new video to BBZpoker.com. So that's Parker, aka Tonka, aka Team Never Lucky, and we are checking my work essentially in the 5K that I took down. We spent an hour going over some of the hands from the beginning of the tournament, and we're very focused on using solvers to check that work. So we're using Peel Solver, simple 3-way, and then Parker's take on population tendencies to to kind of give me some feedback and give me some analysis about whether or not my lines are good. So you can check that out on bbzpoker.com right now. Come on, just put out a bet. Come on, Dr. Awesome, get thin. EP opened. Gonna small bet the flop here. I don't think it's mandatory. Definitely could check. Gonna call here. Bring up aces. Optimistic about getting some action. I think it's a good call. It sucks. Didn't think there was much Jack X in the check raise, shove the turn range. I felt like it was going to be more likely to be like pocket sixes or pocket threes, supporting a bunch of bluffs. So NH for my opponent. I felt like a lot of the ace jacks would squeeze pre, either by shoving or by three betting not all in. So I didn't really think he would check raise king jack or queen jack. So felt like 4-5 suited sometimes, but I wasn't sure that would shove. Yeah, his base rate that I lose to is a little really high. That's a bit tilting. That's, I mean, like I'd probably do that again. So I mean, it is what it is. It's a call that nobody else would make though, so those spots suck. But I mean, I still feel like this hand's just calls. It's a shitty run out. I don't know if I'm supposed to still be shoving in 37. I can't remember. It's pretty much the worst. One of the worst turns. Gives him, you know, makes him having a boat a little bit easier. Obviously, I lose to the value bets here. Mostly, like I mostly lose. So, Jeej. Just one of those days. It's fine. It happens. It's only money. Flying Pop, by the way, the XCM course is fire. I'm not sure if I said that already, but that is fucking dope. Glad you liked it. We were really proud of it. I think it's like next level for most people. I don't think most people have any clue what they're doing in those types of scenarios. So, and it's not like I'm perfect there either. Like even with the course, I still have a lot of work to do. Pretty fucking tough to be bluffing here without bluffing with this, in my opinion, so. I expect my opponent to have straight still, no doubt. I expect jacks to be in this range, I expect ace jack to be in this range. But I expect ace queen to be in this range. I expect king queen to be in this range. I expect aces to probably still be here. And I expect to have fold equity. Like that. Nice one. Nice one. Gonna call. I think I can check fold this hand. It feels really gross to check fold this hand, but I still think I can on this particular flop. Even against like a 7, you know. Ugh, it's so hard to fold this hand against this sizing. I'm not going to be able to do it. I think it's probably still a fold, but if he'd bet over a quarter pot, I would have folded, but he didn't, so I didn't. I didn't want to do it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to do it. I was like, I'm not even supposed to fucking be here. That's literally what I was thinking. I was just like, oh my God. I'm not even supposed to fucking be here, man. I'm not even supposed to be in this fucking spot. That's what it felt like. See, I can play one table still have fun though. Like I'm still having fun. But like that's literally that is like people are like, what are your thoughts like in a hand? Because people always ask like that's been a question that's been asked a few times. Like, what are you thinking about? Sometimes I'm like, please fucking fold. That time I'm just like, I'm not even supposed to be here. I'm not even supposed to be here. I don't want to do this. Like I'm not even supposed to fucking be on this river. So like if you don't do this, if you don't do it, then how the fuck are you gonna do it? Oh, fuck. So I did it, but it didn't feel like I didn't want to do it. Congrats to Finton coming through with a W. Love it. Congratulations, man. Obviously you can't hear me, but I'm sure people will end up, you know, it always happens. People end up saying stuff. So somebody can go tell them, congratulations. You can leave my stream and go to his, it's fine. But yeah, I think that a big part, I think Gavin's question mostly is like how to care less, like around how to care less about, you know, the fact that you're deep in a 5K or deep in a 10K or whatever, and just like execute according to like what you should be doing. And mostly that just comes down to playing in a buy-in range where you're comfortable just playing a game. Like that's what you're doing. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Like you're supposed to just be playing a fucking game, right? And like a lot of people, especially like the fact that they get caught up in playing for a living and stuff. Like all of a sudden it's like all this money and shit, but like you buy in and the money's gone. So especially it's especially true with tournaments. Like you're just trying to play a game well. That's it. It's just a game. It's the same way you would play World of Warcraft well or fucking League of Legends well or whatever the hell you want, whatever your fucking game is, like chess well or whatever, right? Like you just play the game well. And then there happens to be money at stake. I mean, this is once again, it feels like a miserable spot. It feels like I'm getting feels like there's so many fucking 10s in this range. Like it's just really annoying. Yeah, I almost wish I like there's this tiny part of me that doesn't want to bet because it feels like that's coming so much. But like when I call the turn and get to the river, I think this hand blocks Queen 10, which is one of the ways that he's more likely to check raise. Like check calling just to naked 10x is like fine, but it's not amazing. And King Queen High is like, I mean, how if you're gonna check back King High, that's worse than Ace High, right? That's worse than Ace High. So if I don't bluff with that hand, it feels bad. There are lots of smart guys who play. There are lots of smart guys who stream. Most of them don't play this game as well as I do, but they play the game well enough to, and I'm not really giving away like the deep reasoning behind like a lot of what I'm doing. People can use pattern recognition to get better, and that's why they're watching. And for a lot of people, a lot of regs, people or recreational players trying to win more money, like that's or lose less money, whatever. Sure, like that's fair. But as far as like the really deep strategy and like the nuances and understanding like really most of it, that doesn't really get distributed in streaming. Like not for me. Not the way that I stream. Like put it this way, let me rephrase. I've coached like over 1,000 people at this point in my career, right? And how many of them have turned into like super high stakes badass motherfuckers? I mean, some of them, but it's not like such a big number. It's hard. It's hard to get like much better. You have to put in work. Like it's not like, you know, you can watch the stream and you'll get better, but there's gonna be a ceiling on that. Like you're gonna find yourself in a lot of spots where you don't know the answer, and I do, and the guys that I coach more intimately do. And like watching the stream won't help you. It'll help you with a lot of things. Don't get me wrong. It'll help you with a lot of things, but it won't help you with everything. And like, you know, I made a risk-reward judgment, and obviously it's like subject to error. I could be wrong, but it's funny because some people, especially some people who are like really involved with BBZ, I think it's fucking hilarious. Like the people who really know me, who've been working with me for a long time, like Gavin, I've coached for a while. Like he's been staked for a while. The guys that really know me, they ask questions like that. And the guys who don't really know me, who have no basis to have any opinion about me whatsoever, they come in, they're like, this guy sucks and he's a fraud. So like it's crazy, like the two, like how polarizing it is. Like there's the people who know me who are like, aren't you worried you're going to destroy poker because you're so good and everyone's going to steal all of your ideas? And then the people who don't know me are just like, this guy is fraud and doesn't know what he's doing. So I think there are enough people on the other side, Gavin, that think I'm just full of shit, that we're safe, buddy. I think we're safe. He just called, but I lost. How did he just call and I lost? How did that guy call? And I was so like, I was ready to snap. Like, I'm not kidding either. I was snapping a jam. And then and then he called. And then I lost. Like, what? I think I'm probably gonna lose a lot of chips this hand. Whoa. That was like not the best timing either. You win. I did win. Oh shit, that was gonna be the last hand one way or the other, I guess. Alright guys, that's the end of the stream. Thank you for hanging out today. I'll be back tomorrow. You guys know the drill. BBZ Poker. Make sure you follow me on Twitch before I go. I mean, go to YouTube, subscribe to the BBZ channel. And then, you know, you guys have had the rest enough, so I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys. Bye.